outside of the regular technologies that we have going on now, there's some future things that are being worked on right now. They're still in the development phases. And one of the things that has been done in goats and been validated in goats now being worked on in Georgia in the US, they're actually working on taking stem cells from a donor bull, from the testes of a donor bull, transferring those donor cells into a surrogate or recipient bull. And then that bull then ejaculates sperm from the original bull. And so he can get a cow pregnant of genetics from a bull that is not him. And so essentially where I see this as being quite an advantage for the beef cattle industry is that we have some animals that are adapted to different environments, and you might want to inject different types of genetics into those animals, but the bulls wouldn't survive. So for example, take a Bos Taurus-based bull like an Angus or a Shorthorn or a Hereford that cannot go and live in a more subtropical or tropical environment that has ticks and is really hot. Well, you can take the stem cells from that Bos Taurus bull and stick it into a Brahman bull, and then that Brahman bull can go and breed cows, and the cows have offspring that are of the Bos Taurus-based genetics. And so that's one really big advantage. I see a lot of other advantages too, right? You could have multiple bulls breeding cows in multiple different pastures, but all of the calves are related to one single donor bull. So there are lots of different advantages that I could see coming from this when it gets developed. But like I said, it's something that's coming. It's in the development phases. If it does ever come onto the market, it'll be somewhere in the next 10 to 15, maybe 20 years. Cloning it's a reproductive or management technology, but the one drawback with cloning is not genetic advancement, right? You're preserving genetics. Whereas all of the other things that we talk about, advanced genetics, like this would be an opportunity to take new genetics and create offspring that are different genetics. When you clone, all you're doing is you're creating an identical twin of something that's already there. So it's nothing new. It's not. And so where cloning has advantages is for maybe if you have a really good bull and you want to make sure that you can preserve his genetics. So you would clone the bull, or if the bull stops producing semen, but you want to keep on figuring out how to get more semen, you can clone the bull while he's still alive. Or where it really has a lot of application is endangered species. So cloning is really good for there because you can preserve endangered species. But from a genetic progress standpoint, a lot of these other technologies advance the genetics further.